What's good, YouTube? High Speed Noble's Garage, coming back with you in the 1970 Chevelle project, aka the Beast. Hey, got a new fender. Out with the old, in with the new. Fits like a gem. As you can see, I'm getting everything dialed in there to put the emblems on before I go ahead and prime it out, get the holes drilled. And just walking around the car looks good. Looks good as it can be. See there on the rear quarter there, the rear trunk lid, got the holes drilled out, or ready to be drilled out, I should say. But the problem that I'm having right now is gaps. Again, gaps. This gap in the door right here is just too wide for me. So today, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and weld in some rod. Got some rod here that I'm going to be using, place in there. A little tip that I got from Mr. Fireman a few years ago on one of his videos, and that should do the job. So, hey, stand by with me, and we're going to get it done. The welding rod I'm going to be using today is the Vulcan 5/32 rod. Basically, it's this rod right here. Basically, I take it out of the package, and it comes in a raw form like so. You know, typically used for stick welders, but you can see the difference in the rod, the way it is there, and when I put it up against it. So it's, you know, you break that sheathing off of it, and you pretty much go from there. So that's what I'm gonna be using. Again, a technique that I learned from Mr. Fireman. Go check him out if you get a chance. 5/32 rod. That'll be large enough to go inside the gap there, and we'll get it done. Be back with you in a second. All right, YouTube, High Speed back with you. As you can see right now, I got the rod welded in. The gap, it looks better down more towards the bottom. Probably have to add a little bit more rod up in this area right here. But that's it. You know, that's pretty much what you got to do to get that nice gap in there. And of course, you know, we're gonna use our air tool down there to cool it off as we fill in those gaps right there, or these gaps between the welds. So stand by, I'll be back with you in a minute. All right, YouTube, High Speed back with you. As you can see, I've gotten it all welded on. So at this point, I think the gap is looking pretty good down this way, but as you get up, it still is a bit more than I'd like. So I think I'm gonna put another piece of rod in there and go from there. But for right now, I'm gonna grind the welds down, and so I'll just have a good base to go off of it at a minimum, and I'll be right back with you. Hey YouTube, High Speed back with you. It's actually the next day. Got everything welded up, ground down. I got to these gaps for this particular door just where I want them. I spent the majority of today working this issue right here, this body line. It's gonna get filled with some fiberglass, and then probably go over with some filler, but That line is looking pretty good right there. So when it's all said and done, I can assure you nobody will notice that it's there. But I do appreciate Mr. Fireman. Looked at his videos for years and years, and I learned that technique from him. So when you get a chance, check his channel out. And while I'm on that topic, I want to mention some other YouTubers that have inspired me over the years. Starting with Fab Forums, that guy Kyle Voss, great guy, does a lot of stuff, and you can learn from him. Chris Craft, another guy. You know, I probably should have put him at the top. He's worked at 70 Chevelle. That's basically how I learned to put this one together. So thank you. Moving on down the line, ASIC Eric, Mr. Fireman, of course, BKCR, DD Speed Shop, Half-Ass Customs, Atomic Garage, James F. That guy is doing a great job putting together a 67 Chevelle. Go on his channel. It's very interesting what he's doing. He's doing a lot of good stuff on there. Sprayway Customs, Outlaw Edge, Fitzy's Fabrication. That guy does some outstanding stuff as far as fabricating, and I learned welding techniques from him. So another one, Michigan Muscle Car Garage. That's another good one out there. They're putting together a few cars out there. I know he has a 70 El Camino. So good on you. I still want one of your t-shirts. I'm gonna try to get with you. Of course, Tony B at TNT Garage. Great guy. I know he's doing it out there with his square body Chevy truck, late 70s model. And of course, I want to talk about Faraway. Faraway Customs, that guy does some great stuff. He paints a lot of cars at his house. Great guy. He's always responded and provided good advice as well. So with that being said, I'm going to be out of here. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate the comments. I will reply to all of them. But thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Until next time, High Speeds out.